New commandments I give unto you, that you love one another as I have loved you. That you...
Dear brothers and sisters, peace be with you. Today is the third Sunday of Lent, and I'd like to base my reflection on the first reading, which is the 10 Commandments, from Exodus 20, chapter 1, verses to 17, and just a little thought on the Gospel. The opening prayer is reminding us of what we need to focus on during Lent: prayer, fasting, and almsgiving. We need to pray even more. We need to help our prayer with fasting, and we need to strengthen both by opening our hands in almsgiving. Almsgiving appeals to our generosity, meaning that we need to be generous in the contribution we put in the purple envelopes, so that the bishops can be able, with you and on your behalf, to help all the charitable organizations to do their work of service to the needy people of God. The first reading is about the 10 Commandments, given to Moses to be kept by every man and woman. They are basic conditions to live by as God's people. The first three outline the fear and reverence in which God must be held by his people. He draws our attention to him, for he is our God and Creator. He created us to love, worship, and adore him, and him alone. Therefore, nothing and absolutely nothing should draw our attention away from God. While we get attracted to and by many things of this world, and especially the riches, we need to know that it is by the grace of God that we even have those riches and everything that is attracting us. We need to give thanks to God every day and every time for all that we have. In as far as keeping Sabbath is concerned, today is the day of the resurrection, changed the Old Testament observance to Sunday, the day of the Lord. I can't help but make this public appeal to the school circuit managers, the principals, and the teachers who have turned Sunday into a schooling day. No, good people. Give children time on this day of the Lord to give attention to God and to take their well-deserved rest. It is not all about passing the exams. It is about God who has given those brains to learn and to pass those exams. So, he deserves to be honored. In simple words, there should be no school on Sunday, but church-going, prayer, and resting, dear teachers and dear children. The final 6 commandments are a set of principles of how to live with and treat our neighbors and the people we interact with every day. We need to respect life, for we don't know how to give it. All the killings of innocent people, gender-based violence, political killings, jealousy killings, and even random killings, etc., must come to an end, for God gave a law: you shall not kill. Adultery is one of the causes of the breakdown of marriages. Therefore, all married men and women need to make sure that they build strong unions between themselves, with God as the one that cements their marriages so that they become watertight. Respect of others' property and privacy is essential for personal respect. Therefore, all these housebreakings, shopliftings, stealing, and anything that has to do with another's property must come to an end. And if we are serious about keeping God's law, this must come to an end. Lastly, even the gospel teaches that the truth will set us free. Therefore, saying the truth is a paramount thing if we want to live in peace and harmony. The gospel talks about Jesus cleansing the temple of money changers, cattle and sheep, as well as pigeon sellers. It's only a reminder to us that in a very special way during this Lenten period, we need to let Jesus cleanse our hearts from anything that may be clogging them, causing us to turn our focus away from God, whatever that may be. Hence, Lent is a time of deep personal introspection of how close are we to Jesus. We are therefore invited to turn our attention to God in prayer, fasting, and almsgiving, and also observe His 10 Commandments as we allow Jesus to cleanse our hearts of all undesirable and unnecessary thorns and thistles that clog them from giving God His well-deserved place and space in our hearts. Amen.